Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about Year 9 Achievement Test, June 2023. Section B, question 25. A. The bearing of town A from town B is 136 degrees. Work out the bearing of town B from town A. First, you have to understand the bearing questions. The bearing questions like these, if they give you an angle, you have to check. If this angle is smaller than 180, you just have to add 180 to it to get the other bearing. If it's bigger than 180, you subtract 180 to find the other bearing. So, as I said here, I'm going to explain with a drawing, but you don't have to draw to answer this question. I just want to explain the idea of bearing. If it's less than 180, it means it's on the left side, so over here. So let's say this is B here, okay? And this means that this bearing here, and this is the north line. Let's make it smaller. This is the north line. Now, bearing angles are angles that start from the north line and ends on the other line. So let's say this is 90. This is the bearing, starts from the north line and goes like this. So this is a bearing of 90. And this is a bearing of almost 136. Okay, like this. This means the bearing that we're talking about is over here, like this. And this is down A here. So this bearing over here, let's make it smaller, is 136. So this angle here is 136. As we said, if the bearing is less than 180, it means it's on this side. So 136 is on this side, like this. Let's make it smaller so we can put it here. So that's the idea of this question. If the bearing from town B, this means that 136 is on town B, like this. And as we said, the bearing is an angle that starts from the north line, which is here. This is the north line, and goes clockwise until the line stops you here. Now, find the bearing of town A from town A. So they need the bearing here. So let's draw the north line here. As I said, I'm drawing just to explain the idea of the question. So they need the bearing from town A. This means that they need this angle over here that starts from here and goes over here like this. As we said, the bearing is always going clockwise. This means that they want this angle over here. Now, why are we adding 180? Because if we extend this line here, this means that this angle is the same as this one, and this angle is 180. So this one is 136, and they are the same. Why? Because they are very good, corresponding. They make the letter F together like this. So they are corresponding, so they are equal. And here we have 180 degrees because it's a straight line. That's why we're adding 180 to the original angle to find the bearing of the other angle. So as we said, if the bearing given to you is less than 180, just add 180 to it to find the other bearing. If the bearing is more than 180, it means it's on this side. Just subtract 180 from it to find the other bearing. So here we have 136. This bearing is less than 180. This means we have to add 180 to it to find the other bearing. So 136 plus 180, 136 plus 180 equals 316. And this is how you answer a question like this. As we said, you don't have to do the drawing. I'm just explaining the idea of bearing. And I'm just showing you if the bearing is less than 180, where should it be? And if it's more than 180, where should it be? And that's how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to question B. Question B. A map has a scale of 1 to 40,000. On the map, the distance between town A and town B is 9 centimeters. What is the actual distance between the two towns? Give your answer in kilometers. Give your answer in kilometers. Okay, so basically we have the scale here. So let's use it. We have the scale here, 1 to 40. So we can write the scale over here. We know that the first one is the map, and the second one is real life. So the first one, which is the map, is what? It's 1. And the other one, the real life, is 40,000, like this. So we know that this is the map because it's the smallest one, and this one is bigger, so it means it's the real life distance. And because we have no units, it means all the units are what? Very good. If we have no units, it means the units are in centimeters. They are in centimeters. Now, on the map, the distance between the town A and town B is 9 centimeters. This means on the map here, I'm going to write 9 here. And I want to find this actual distance in real life. So here, as I said, this one is in centimeters, this one is in centimeters. This is what you have to make sure of. All the units on top of each other must be the same. So centimeters, centimeters, it means you can start finding the other one. Now, how do we do this? Using the cross multiplying method or the cross multiplication or the X method, you can find the real life distance by multiplying 9 by 40,000 and then dividing by 1. So 9 times 40,000 will be what? Okay, let's put it here. It's going to be 36, and we're going to use the zeros, the 4 zeros. 1, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 360,000, 360,000 centimeters. 360,000 centimeters. As we said, all the units here are in centimeters. So the answer that I got will be in centimeters. Now, after finding the real life distance in centimeters, you must show the answer in what? In kilometers. Very good. In kilometers. So I'm going to turn it into kilometers. How do we turn centimeters into kilometers? First, we need to understand that 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, and 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. These are very important to understand, so they will help you to turn this into kilometers. Now, to go from kilometer to centimeter, I have to cross the 1,000 and 100. It means to turn kilometers into centimeters, or 1 kilometer, will equal what? Very good. It will equal this times this. So it's going to be 100,000 centimeters, like this. So 1 kilometer will equal 100,000 centimeters. How did I find this? If I want to go from or turn from kilometers to centimeters, I have to turn it to meters first and then turn it into centimeters. So I'll multiply it by 100,000. So 1 kilometer will equal 100,000 centimeters. So to turn centimeters back to kilometers, what do I have to do? Very good. I have to divide by 100,000. So 360 centimeters, I have to divide it by 100,000. So I can turn it into what? I can turn it into kilometers. Very good. So 360,000 divide 100,000 will equal 3.6 kilometer. And this is how you answer a question like this. So basically, first thing we did, we used the scale that we have, which is 1 to 40,000. And then after using the scale, I used this number under the map and then used the cross multiplying method to find the real life distance on the map, the real life distance in centimeters, and then divided by 100,000 to turn it into kilometers. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.